Imagine yourself leaving for a trip that you have been looking forward to. After settling in, you go exploring. At this point, you're kidnapped and you can't do anything to protect yourself. Human trafficking is such a huge problem, yet so little talked about. But why? You may know what human trafficking is, whether it's from social media to the news or others you may know. Sadly, this is happening all around you, and it's not always noticed until it's too late. Well, today, I would like to change that by educating you on what is human trafficking, how to spot a human trafficker and victim, and lastly, how to protect yourself. Human trafficking is the act of gathering, moving, receiving, and or keeping human beings by threat, force, coercion, deception, and explorative purposes. This includes prostitution and other forms of sexual exploitation, forced labor or services like slavery or practices similar to slavery, and the removal of organs. This definition has only been in place since 2000, although human trafficking goes way back before the World War I. Now, according to worldpopulationreview.com, how to spot a human traffic victim. Although it might be hard in some cases, there are tons of signs that can help you when looking for a victim. You must ask yourself if the victim has a sudden or dramatic change in behavior, is a juvenile, engaged in commercial sex acts, is the person disoriented or confused or showing signs of mental or physical abuse? Does the person have bruises in various stages? Is the person fearful or timid? Does the person show signs of having been denied medical care or food, water, sleep? Now that you know a few things about what a human trafficking victim is, I will now talk to you about human traffickers. Now, you can't tell a human trafficker by appearance, age, or social economic background, gender, daytime job, clothes. Women and children your age can be recruiters for traffickers. It's not just suspicious old men. They look like the average person. They are master manipulators. They roam malls, aftercare centers, bus stations, bars, truck stops, and social media, to name a few, and lure victims of all ages. They prey on your hopes and dreams and of improving your life. If your family or friends, traffickers know how to get you to leave them behind. And this information can be found on www.fightingagainsttrafficking.org. Now, as you can see, statistics, here are the 10 states with the highest rates of human trafficking. As you can see, Michigan is the 10th, which out of 50 states, that's pretty bad. And so it's about 392 a year who get human trafficking, whether it's for different purposes. And as you can see with the demographics, there's age, gender, and top reported race and census. Now, as you can see, it's not just kids or it's not just adults. It's random. They don't care half the time of what you look like, how old you are, etc. So, gender-wise, females, as you can see, females are more prone to human trafficking, but male being a male is not too far behind. In the top 5 reported race and ethnicity, you have Latino highest, Asian, white, African American, multiracial. So they don't really stop at one place. And that's where people confuse themselves, like, oh, they just go for Latinos and they use them, which they are highest, but they're not. That's not all. Now, how to defend yourself. You should always share your location with close friends and family so that they can always know where you are at. And it's always a good idea to carry pepper spray and or a pocket knife in case something bad happens and you are able to protect yourself. And you don't give in when people approach you for money or a ride, because that's just them luring you into like, hey, you like help me with this or whatever, thank you. Then you're trapped. And then once again, you're kidnapped and there's nothing you can do. And also, always share your location with someone close, or never go into an Uber alone. Although the sites say they are good and they're effective, you're never too sure if someone can mess up the system or not. And to find more information about that, you can check at www.theodyssey online. And lastly, now, before I end my speech, I hope I was able to help you understand what human trafficking is about, how to identify it, and how to protect yourself. Because all of these are the main points of changing how we can view the world and how we can end up making an end to it. Thank you for your time and listening. I hope I was able to teach you all the right things for it. And